Alright, let's go. Let's check them and use them. Check what is up with them video games. Get some of that coffee and all that fun stuff. Before finishing some heroes with a mutton magic. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright. Let's go. Alrighty. Let's get some water and let's get some of that coffee. Water and the coffee. And then we check what's happening. Alright. Water on. Alright. There we go. Equal, hello. How you doing, man? How's it going? Yeah. Alright. And this here. Get this one. There we go. And that cool thing. Alright. Oh, it's time to get back to the Vietnamese one, out of milk. Gotta get back to thin, Back to Nam indeed, Type of games you in general are looking for. There's some prayer on Steam currently. You can just get yourself Game Pass. You're gonna get a bunch. Gotta get yourself a lot to play, yeah? Hey, the remote hello. How we doing? What are you doing? There we go. Alright. I think I'm sleepy, man. A little bit. Finished the book yesterday. I'm gonna read it again. A book is way too good. Gonna soak in the information. Example, I say the indie RPG. What was Chain Decos? Check that one out. Check that one out. The Space Rack also, if you don't mind the early access for the RPG. There we go. There we go. That's quite a lot of stuff, really. I can't even remember everything. out of the recent stuff. You get yourself some free encased from Epic, for example. That is also good shit. That is also good shit. Oh, very nice. Let's see. Well, then chain decos is a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. So for tomorrow, we'll see. I might get some demos. Well, I mean, I do have some demos that I might do. I might. I think no particular plans tomorrow. Like next week, I'm gonna have some probably. I think there's some stuff releasing that I might have access to. And this week, I'm gonna do some demos probably. One or two most likely. We'll see. Oh, you'll see. It's been a while. It's been a while. Alright, soak this in. And clean the grinder real quick. Right now also kind of like more or less quiet times in terms of releases and stuff. More or less, more or less. Soon shit will start going down. It's not like I'm gonna play a lot of that though. But some I will, especially stuff on Game Pass in February. And that shit is going down. That shit is gonna be played. These are very rare. Well, that's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Then you have a lot of stuff to play though. And then you have a lot of things to catch up with them. Alright. Time to fix it. Time to catch up and play all them games. I was gonna get some good stuff. Set up the mood. And then you can go ham. Alright, let's see what is up.
I love you guys.
Sure, right in. Welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate a lot. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you like it, man. Glad you like it. Kingdom Come urge going down a bit. Damn, son. I better grab it. I better grab it while it lasts. I better start it. Maybe it will stay, you know. Let's see. The EA motive still talking about the Dead Space remake. They use one approach. If it's working, don't touch it. They just wanted to improve things that could be done better. It's kind of contradicting a bit, right? Like if it's working, don't touch it. Like if it's working, Don't need to make it better, just leave it there. Let it work. Let's see what I see. Supplies, colon Sarinar. Alright, I'll try to remember. I'll try to remember. There was one I wanted to do. I was thinking about doing. I don't remember what was that. I actually don't remember which one. I think I wishlisted, but I'm gonna check if I did. And there's one that I got like access to. I'm gonna check it because I think access is kind of like over actually on Friday, and I'm not sure, you know, if I will make it in time or not. So I might kind of have stuff already loaded, but we'll see. Supply sounds familiar. That sounds very familiar. Deep Rock Galactic sold 5.5 million units since launch. Not bad. The title sold 2.3 million units in 2022 only. Then they pumping. So the content does. Since 2018, and like almost half the units they sold the last year pretty much. And not bad there. It's a good long tail there. John Smedley is leaving the leadership position in Amazon Gaming Studios. He was leading it for 6 years, but not a single game that he was curating was not released. Not a single one released. Imagine working for 6 years and not getting shit. Smedley was in Sony Online Entertainment, right? Like EverQuest and stuff like this. Because I remember when I was still into the MMOs and stuff. I remember the last name. Get Dwarf Fortress. I mean, why not? That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Alright, what else? What else? June Carpenter said that he's not participating in Dead Space movie. Yeah, marking that they have a different director. Well, I mean, they probably, if they're making one, they should have another one. Yeah, officially it's not announced about the movie adaptation. So I guess if he has some other director, he kinda mean that there is one. So there is something, even though it's not announced yet. See, what do I say? Couldn't get into it. Yeah, I see. A Saudi state-backed investment fund and now owns 6% of Nintendo. These guys also gonna be like now up for some investments. And more 10-cent likes coming through. What else do we have? FIFA Call of Duty Elden Ring topped the charts across Europe. Switch was the biggest console. Xbox Series SX is the only platform to grow year on year. UK is the #1 European market. Interesting. Data AI's new report says that mobile gaming reached $110 billion in 2022 and 90 billion in downloads. Holy shit, it's crazy, dude. What the fuck? 90 billion downloads. It's like every person The world on average downloaded a few games, huh? The fuck? Bungie and Ubisoft had the narrowest pay ranges from the job postings we saw, while the high end of Warner Brother Games and Activision Blizzard ranges were close to double the low end figure. Yeah, so there's like new salary transparency laws, but they obviously found how to circumvent that. So now instead of posting, the exact number, there's like a range, and some companies have like a range, like some crazy shit. I think double is not even that bad. I saw like some, like from like like 50,000 to like 300,000 range or something like this. It's basically kind of like well, get to the interview, message us, I'll figure out how much you're gonna get paid. So like basically all this transparency doesn't do shit because it's still not transparent. Like no one knows who exactly gonna earn on which amount, on which side of the range, who works there and who earns what. Let's see some prayer, right? Enjoy, man, enjoy. Sounds good, huh? Enjoy. Yeah, I mean they do help, yeah, because you can see the lowest, I guess. Yeah, that's true. That is kind of true. Now they're gonna be kind of scared to set salaries too low, because if it will put the range too low, that's gonna be questions. Why is the salary so low, huh? Xbox and Bethesda to host the developer direct on January 25th, and that we're gonna watch. Wait, where was it? 8 p.m. GMT, so 9 p.m. European time, right? All right, sure. We can watch that. Yeah, we can watch that. That's Wednesday, I think. Sure. Easy. Yeah, but no Starfield on that one, yeah. In general, kind of wonder what's gonna be there, because seems like so far it's gonna be just a bunch of kind of not that interesting things, really. Kind of curious to see like if they're actually trying to change something and do something different with Redfall, because I feel like a lot of people like Redfall is kind of like in the same boat as Forspoken. I feel like it's like something they kind of pumped a lot of hope into, a lot of resources, budgets, and stuff, but no one seems to care. Everyone just like expected something else, or just genuinely don't give a shit about it. Not least Forspoken has a test though, so people already criticizing, not just, but because they already tried it. And they said they're gonna work on some feedback, but they're also releasing already this month, so I feel it might be not the best release they had, eh? Yeah, we'll see how Redfall's gonna go. Hey Steve, hello. How we doing, man? Because like on one hand, it's kind of like, you could say that maybe they decided to experiment, do something they would like to do, but also in the same time, like in case of like Forspoken, like they really dream of making another like open world Ubisoft-ish stuff. Kind of doubt it. Or the Redfall devs making some sort of co-op shooter. Also kind of doubt it for some reason. I mean, you never know, maybe they just also after lockdowns they just kind of got inspired to make something co-op and everything. Could be, but it's like it looks so bland, both Forspoken and Redfall and everything, just like I don't know. Feels kind of like they had no ideas what to do exactly, and they, publishers or someone like Corpa guy is already waiting for something, so they just rolled something out. Well, in case of Square, it was probably obvious. Like, they probably got, like, right, guys making live service games. Everyone loves live service games. Let's get something Ubisoft-ish. I mean, not like they planned from the get-go as live service, but I feel it's kind of gonna end up one. Forspoken. Full-time, hello. How we doing, man? Just like pumping content for it, keeping it alive for a while. Well, that kind of might end if no one cares about the game. Yeah, Nubis. Starting to fall off already, I think so. I mean, I think it's gonna be like the first debatable one. Alright, because the rest was maybe not always super glorious, but it was good. Like that loop and everything, right? Reboot Arcs Fatalis. I think they kind of don't want to, probably because there's like similar concept of RPGs or like the first person RPGs going like in other studios. So they don't want to like cannibalize, you know, the audience. There's Avowed and everything, for example. Rumors about Prey 2 and we get the generic co-op shooter, yep. That could, well, on the one hand, it could be that, you know, they got the backing of Game Pass now, right? So they decided to kind of pull Obsidian, which everyone expects RPGs from, and Obsidian just like made Grounded, Pentiment, right? So maybe also they just decided to like, let's do something that is not our usual stuff. But I mean, Grounded has like a cool concept and idea, and it's not super overplayed. Like the survival game is obviously overplayed, but they took like a twist on it that is kind of like more or less fresh, right? And Pentiment is very original, for example. And they just like, well, let's do anything we want because we have the Game Pass backing, so we're gonna make a generic fucking co-op shooter. So I think maybe Microsoft asked them or something even, like, how about guys, you do something not your usual jam, but make something, you know, that will be very good corpus stuff. Let's see, Steve, let's see. Yeah, maybe they needed to not just Game Pass suitable, but maybe they have like, you know, like the list of niches they kind of want to cover in Game Pass. So we got like the survival multiplayer, right? Got some detective stuff. We have a lot of single player of all different kinds. So co-op shooter, let's go. No first party co-op shooters they have there really, I guess, except for like, well, Halo, you wouldn't really call that way, right? So let's do it, maybe. But yeah, they just like look uninspired. I don't know, feels kind of like combat and everything in trailers look good though. But like the concept in general, the enemies and stuff, just kind of like, I don't know. Not sold, eh? Not sold, eh? Cancelled games, disappointing sales, Skull and Bones delayed, a full year forecast slashed. Ubisoft had some bad news yesterday. I'll check in detail on Sunday. Yeah, according to Jeff Grubb, Ubisoft offered to sell themselves or merge themselves, but no one was interested. I'm not sure about that one though, because they really do resist being overtaken by some other stockholders, right? Like if they would really want to just get rid of it, they probably would just accept all that stuff and sell all the stonks. So I think they either wanted to get like some crazy money, or they just don't want to, like, you know, they don't want investors. Like they don't want, as we were talking earlier today, they don't want like money and still keep, you know, doing what they're doing. They want to just kind of out of it, maybe just like sell everything, cash out big time, and the studio is like under someone else's control, maybe. Playground games. Which one is that? There's a bunch of studios that like people left recently. Which one was Playground? Dank memes. And then made Weird West. Well, I mean, they tried at least, you know. And I mean, it wasn't too bad. Huh? Like, it's not anything outstanding, but it's decent. I mean, I would say Prey, in my opinion, wasn't anything outstanding. It was just decent. Oh, the Forza guys. Yeah. I saw that. It was literally their founder. Yeah, one of the founders at least, yeah. I need to clear the backlog first, yeah. Well, I mean, it has issues apparently, but first of all, they're still working on it. It got better. And second, I mean, it's still kind of like okay RPG. Maybe nothing crazy there, but still. And the art lead of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora discussed development and ambitions of project. Developers want to create living and a reacting world, filled with unique animals and the new characters. Yeah, we'll see about it. And that's how they're explaining the long development of it. All right. The Microsoft employees in the US starting with 16th of January will be able to get unlimited vacations. At the same time, they're gonna have the right for sick leave, corporate holidays, and so on. So, well, I mean, I guess it's unlimited vacations just because you don't get paid. You just, you know, go do what you want. Probably if it's for too long, then we're gonna kick you the fuck out and get someone else because we need work to be done. Microsoft is planning to fight the carbon trace of using the Xbox consoles. Companies optimizing the work of the platform so they consume less energy. Yes, these two. It's like unlimited vacation. It's like unpaid vacation we can take, but like unlimited completely. That just sounds kind of like strange. Like if someone is like, you know, piecing out for like a few months, who's gonna do the work? You hire someone else and they return. You're gonna like fire someone then, or how does that work? I just kind of don't really get it. It's nice when it's like, you know, extra. Like you have like, I don't know, month of like paid vacation, and then you can take like some unpaid vacation, like 1 month per year that you can split for some like needs, you know, like you need to go somewhere, need to do something. That's good, huh? But unlimited sounds kind of weird. Like it's unpaid, so whatever. But like yeah, it's like the part about still person kind of holding the spot at work, right? So you need to kind of hold more people working, and then like everyone is not on vacation, then there's just way too many people. Like what to do with that stuff then? Ubisoft already had some cuts and other measures to decrease the expenses. Skull and Bones got the extra team of support that should help with releasing the game. Bro, they're like dumping so much money into it. You know, something happens, you can take a day off. All right. Well, if it's just some day off, that's fine. Yeah, I'm like talking about like, you know, like Pony, for example, right? But Pony is like for the health reasons, so it's understandable. But still, like he's just kind of like was out for 3 months. Now he's gonna be out for 3 months more. And like, what about the employer? Like, imagine if they'll be the same without health reasons. Just someone that's like, you know, I'm just tired, dude. I'm gonna chill for like half a year. So I'm gonna be back in like half a year. And like, all right. So like hiring someone to like cover it. and then kind of fire them when you return, or like how to deal with that kind of stuff. Afraid of getting fired that way? I see, alright. They use less time off because they're afraid of getting fired. Alright. Interesting. Well, I mean, and that goes down to that situation when if you take like way too much, like will you get fired or something? Or how will that work? Well, I mean, it depends on the country too. Like I'm pretty sure it's like not that simple to fire someone like that in Europe. Probably doable though, if you really want to. Alright, what else do we have? What else is happening? Warner Brothers issues a takedown for Mortal Kombat 2 source code leak. Damn, son. For Mortal Kombat 2. Like, well, why would you even care already at this point? They probably want to remaster or some shit, I bet. Some Mortal Kombat Classic or something with a bunch of like older series or some shit. I watch him do that. I watch them do that. Yeah, Company of Heroes 3 has launched multiplayer tech test, giving you till Monday to try the multiplayer out for free. So you can actually check the Company of Heroes 3 if you want. I already did on stream. I already played the early access mission. That was nice. I got access to that stuff early, and that was nice. I'm surprised that Mario Rabbids actually got underperforming that much. No, animations and stuff, I see, alright. Alright, let's see. For a second time in the last year, layoffs at Stream Elements. This time impacts about 40 people, 20% of all staff. Then like 200 people in Stream Elements. Wasn't even like making money off though. Like I think outside of like the investors that pumped money into that stuff, I have no idea. Like all the stuff you use from Stream Elements, this is why they're good too, right? It's free. They don't get in your pocket on donos. Like you get that directly. There is no fees, nothing. They don't get you to pay for anything. I guess like merch. If you have the merch store set, then they take a little bit out of it, but merch is like negligible amount usually. And I think they also like offer some sponsorships through their platform, but I don't know how much they get out of that because like all the sponsorships I saw there is like nothing you really want to pick. Well, me personally at least, it's like a World of Tanks, Raid Shadow Legends, and it's also like not the kind where you get paid fixed amount, but the kind like bring like 10 people, make them spend like half their life in game, and then you're gonna get paid $10 for that. Yes, TV. The 7TV like seems like they have a like decent team. Better Twitch wasn't that huge. It was like Night Dev, and maybe like a few more people, some moderators and stuff. Wouldn't be even surprised if moderators are just like volunteering or some shit. So yeah, I think Better Twitch actually, especially early, Better Twitch probably was like a very low amount of people, especially since it started like full free thing, right? It's like way later they already like down the line they added the paid version and everything with some features. And 70 like instantly pretty much kind of started as soon as it kind of took off, they started commercializing the stuff. Now they plan like their own platform and stuff like this, like a bunch of other features. So I think they might have a little bit more people working there. But I mean, Stream Elements is like more serious stuff there. After all, it's not just plugin. It's like, you know, things that people rely on to get their money and stuff. So it's quite a serious thingy. But yeah, I feel like they're gonna be probably gonna be going down quite hard now, because I guess all the sponsorships also getting cut. It's in general kind of seems like the market goes like a bit weird, because I saw people complaining about the bounty boards on Twitch, right? Like the offers there are garbage. Like what was there? I saw someone posted there. It's like if you have 200 something, I think, average viewers or some shit, and you play some free-to-play stuff. I don't remember what was that, the game. It's some shooter, I think, or some shit. For, was it hour or 2 hours? And you need to maintain like above 200, like 40 or something views, and you get like paid like $100 or something. Which, I mean, you would say like $100 is good, right? But considering like normally the standard goes $1 per viewer per hour, that should be like at least like $250 or something. And if you have lower than 240, then they basically kind of like, I don't remember, like it doesn't even say the number. It says like there's like some like it's kind of like some you know, like the corporate wordplay there pretty much. Like you're gonna get some, I don't know, skins or something like this pretty much, if you don't manage to hold average enough. No, that was Streamlabs. That was Streamlabs, Dave. Yeah, that was Streamlabs. Those guys are a bit more successful commercially because they're monetizing everything. Like basically, on Stream Elements, like everything is free. On Streamlabs, you want to add some module, some plugin, some or like kind of fancier overlay or something. You pay for that. You get like an app store there or something. So like whatever you on Stream Elements, just like get on their website, or you just like Google and add it yourself manually, because like that's doable easily. Then you do it yourself for free, and on Streamlabs you pay for everything. And they're also proprietary OBS version, you know, this kind of stuff. So yeah, they are kind of sus, and that's probably what's gonna help them to stay afloat. They also got like Razer or Logitech, I think, partnership or something going on. So like, I don't know, like Stream Elements always was, well, the only issue with Stream Elements for me right now, why I don't use it for donuts, is because yeah, they don't do any like middleman stuff, right? Like they directly pair someone who's donating with your PayPal with no fees, nothing. And well, no PayPal here for us now, so that's why I need to use the side donut thingy. And those guys already put a hand in your pocket, but you know, that's the only way to get paid right now for us, so nothing you can do. So like 6%, I think, or something, like gone. So that's how they make money. That's how they make it. And the Forza Horizon, the veterans form a new AAA studio, Maverick Games. I'm talking about it yesterday a bit too. And the chat history is now expanded to 40% of users, so it's not fully out yet. They started in the end of 2021. Now it's 40% of users have the chat the chat story and the chat history feature. So when you join streams, you're gonna see the chat history now, if you are part of it. If you're part of those 40%. Yeah, developer Counterplay implored the Duelist community to modify, extend, and remix to your heart's content. So yeah, the Duelist dev is releases full source code with all the art, everything for Duelist, basically. So like the netcode, every single like card, animation, everything is available like absolutely for free. Which is pretty cool of them, since technically the game kind of died already. I mean, it's reborn now also again by other group of enthusiasts, so I think that's pretty good, eh? Alright, what else do we have? What else do we have? Can now code it so it doesn't suck, yeah. Gotta edit it. Gotta rig the version. And the 3 different levels of Ubisoft Plus subscription were just rumors, and they're not true. So they're not going to be 3 different levels of Ubisoft Plus, but apparently Ubisoft Plus might appear this month on Xbox. So they're not making it part of the Game Pass, but that's going to be a separate subscription, I guess, you can get to play Ubisoft stuff. If you really want that. PS Plus subscribers next Tuesday will get Devil May Cry 5, Back 4 Blood, Life is Strange, and Just Cause 4, with some other games. Quite massive. Don't have enough games for 3 tiers of subs. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Yeah, the Starfield presentation gonna happen later, but not sure when. They didn't say when yet. Alright, and what else? A company making how do you say that? Projects based on Dungeons and Dragons announced that they're working on their own system of rules with the work name Project Black Flag. Everything because of the recent scandals with the Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, apparently Dungeons and Dragons started to like push for some copyrights and stuff. I wonder how Pathfinder and shit will be doing then. And them so them. Think you'll be that bad, Classic XCOM like Xenonauts is heading to early access later this year. Red Dead Redemption got the new peak online, 69,000. That's very nice. So I guess a bunch of people got it on sale now. I'm playing some more. It even is a OGL. So sort of license, I guess, like type of license, kind of like, GNU, GPL, all that kind of stuff. Probably. I would guess. So they just kind of like switching, I guess, the type of license to to make like projects based on Dungeons and Dragons or something, to kind of like pay some sort of royalties or something to them. Not sure. I think, yeah, I think that's not gonna go that well for them, to be honest. The study Red Dead Redemption 2 guy, yeah. I feel like they're gonna end up just kind of like alienating a whole bunch of like people, and they just motivate competitors to make their own tabletops and everything. And yeah, it's just gonna bite them in the ass in the end, I feel. Because now there's like a bunch of games that kind of based on the Dungeons and Dragons, and maybe they don't earn anything from that, but at least, you know, it's still Dungeons and Dragons everywhere. Dungeons and Dragons here, Dungeons and Dragons there. And on their own, they technically kind of, outside the tabletop, they don't have anything, like no franchise. Like there's like some books I know that people are like some characters that I kind of heard, like Drizzt, I think, right, and stuff. I don't know, I just heard. I don't even know how big it is or anything. Like I know some people are into that stuff, but that's like a very small amount of people. It's like Baldur's Gate, for example, or something, which is like in Dungeons and Dragons, right? But that's something big, that's the name. And a Pathfinder, for it's built on Dungeons and Dragons, but it has like nothing to do with the company behind it, I think. Pretty much. So they're just gonna do their own shit then or something. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good idea on them, honestly. If anything, other way around, kind of just like spread it all over the place. All right, and Gamer is asking Terraria developers to redo the gear packs. There's some sort of like packs of gear they recently added. So they got kind of like skins or some stuff there. And they want them to redo them. All right. Activision Blizzard doesn't want to accept the union of the Proletariat Studio yet. Now, considering the Proletariat Studio doesn't accept their own union yet, which is funny because they called Proletariat, man. They're still not accepting the union. Like, come on, dude. What is this? What is this fiesta? Alright, let's get back to the PC and wrap up the Heroes of Might and Magic Horn of the Abyss campaign. The Il from Blaze, yeah, that's the new one. I feel like at this point, maybe it's like, you know, Microsoft kind of even wants Activision Blizzard to keep shitting the bed more. Just so, you know, maybe like all the regulators and stuff also will be, you know, maybe if Microsoft is so nice, look at them with all the unions. Maybe if they will get Activision Blizzard, they're gonna fix it.